Purdue had a great year in 2009 with changes affecting the campus and student life. One improvement for students was a new program to increase student success in the classroom. Called Signals, the program detects early warning signs within the first 2 weeks of classes and provides help before bad study habits develop.
What they really see is, wow, this instructor really does care about me. They're tracking my progress and they're checking in with me. They're checking in with me and letting me know how I'm doing, and they're specifically telling me what I need to get better.
A portrait of Wayne and Mary Hockmeyer was unveiled in October at the dedication of a new research building that bears their name. The Hockmeyers gave $5.3 million toward construction of the nearly 66,000 square foot Hall of Structural Biology adjacent to Discovery Park.
2, 3.
Another new structure, the Niswonger Aviation Technology Building, was dedicated in September. It adds 18,000 square feet of learning space to the Purdue Airport. Scott Niswonger donated $4.6 million toward the $7.5 million project.
As incredible as our history has been, we have to continuously work to increase our leadership and make sure we're on the leading edge, and that's what this facility is about.
After years of fundraising and planning, ground was broken in September for the Purdue Crew Boathouse on the Wabash River. When completed, the two-story facility will include boat storage bays, a maintenance area, and room for the crew, team, and alumni. A sculpture and a plaza were also dedicated. Funded through a gift by former Purdue trustee Susan Butler, this larger-than-life sculpture depicts aviation pioneer Amelia Earhart, who served as a counselor at Purdue prior to her fateful attempt to fly around the world.
This is why I decided to do this. It was for the future, for having her here to bring her thoughts and ideas to everybody. She was in a man's world. She was out flying. I can do that too, if that's what I wish to do.
A new plaza in Discovery Park honors Tim McGinley for 2 decades of service to the Purdue Board of Trustees. The fountain includes iconic images from the Purdue campus. McGinley retired in July after serving as board chair for the last 16 years.
Speaking for everyone at Purdue, thank you for everything you've done. Your name will live forever in this beautiful plaza on the campus you have dedicated a large part of your life to build.
3 former astronauts from Purdue donated their personal papers to the university library's flight archives to join the papers of Purdue alumnus and first man on the moon, Neil Armstrong. The new additions are from Janice Voss, Roy Bridges, and Gene Cernan.
Having the unique opportunity and privilege, really, to work on the Hubble Space Telescope.
Another Purdue astronaut also visited campus in 2009. Mission specialist Andrew Feustel spoke in September about his experiences in space to repair the Hubble telescope.
It's not cheap, but it's not expensive for what all the amenities you're getting.
Purdue's newest residence hall has gone upscale. Amenities at First Street Towers include single rooms with private baths and air conditioning for 365 students, a living room on each floor with a flat-screen TV, a free laundry area, and a kitchenette.
We built First Street Towers to provide our residents something different, something unique. It's a residence hall like no other that we have in our system, and it's something that can provide them amenities that are similar to those in other halls, but are different at the same time.
The National Science Foundation awarded $105 million to a Purdue-led center to advance research and education to reduce the devastation and loss of human life from earthquakes and tsunamis. The 5-year grant for the Network for Earthquake Engineering Simulation is the largest in the university's history. Members of the class of 1959 celebrated their 50th class reunion. Some 160 alumni took part in the traditional parade to John Purdue's grave and the loyalty lunch in April. The greatest spectacle in college racing, the Purdue Grand Prix, got a new home in 2009. Located at the corner of McCormick and Cherry Lane, the new track is 4 feet wider than the old one, which was removed to make way for renovations to Mackey Arena. Senior Travis Isles from Mount Vernon, Illinois, bested 32 other drivers to win this 50-second kart race.
2,200. It's a bargain for you at 8 at Westwood.
The second annual Boilermaker Ball gave 550 alumni and friends the opportunity to celebrate Purdue at the Indianapolis Roof Ballroom. Attendees bid on a unique selection of donated items and travel destinations, enjoyed a fabulous meal, and danced to live music.
As elegant as I've ever seen any place. We're looking forward to a great dinner, a heck of a charity auction, and an evening of fun, dancing, and camaraderie with a bunch of black and gold boilers. And I'm really excited about the night tonight.
Wonderful. The Purdue Alumni Student Experience, or PACE, became the largest student group in 2009. It joined the Alumni Association in sponsoring a new spring event called Taste of Graduation, which brings alumni and graduating seniors together for drinks, appetizers, and networking. Another PACE networking event took place in the fall, as alumni club leaders talked with students over dinner. A record 275 students and 100 alumni took part.
We're absolutely delighted to have you here.
In September, the 38th Alumni Leaders Conference gave 100-plus alumni the chance to interact and learn new ways to improve local alumni activities. The Alumni Scholarship Luncheon gave attendees a chance to hear firsthand how their club scholarships were impacting students. The conference ended with a celebration dinner and awards ceremony, at which 51 gold status clubs were recognized and 4 individuals were honored. Missy Lewis of Indianapolis and Ann Vandermolen of Central Iowa were chosen as 2009 Outstanding Young Alumni.
Special Boilermaker Awards.
The 2009 Special Boilermaker Awards were presented at a September football game to Marshall Martin and the late Ron Fruitt, who was represented by his wife Phyllis.
They changed the course of history and rebuilt the foundations of Purdue, one brick at a time.
A film about the experience of African American students at Purdue premiered on campus in October. Called Black Purdue, the documentary drew on 25 hours of interviews with black alumni.
It's like, wow, this is something that really needs to be told.
The film was jointly produced by Derek and Jamar Productions and the Purdue Black Alumni Organization. Purdue Solar Racing, an extracurricular team of more than 50 students, placed first in the solar car category of an international competition for ultra-fuel-efficient vehicles. This fuel sipper achieved the equivalent of over 4,900 miles per gallon, the highest ever recorded at the event. This was the second consecutive year Purdue won the $2,500 prize in the solar category of the Shell Eco Marathon Americas.
We modified it to improve our efficiency, almost doubled it. Top speed about 25 miles per hour. We like to cruise at about 15 because that's the most efficient. It drives with levers and it weighs about 200 pounds, I want to say. So it's really light.
As usual, Purdue was strongly represented at the Indianapolis 500 parade. The All-American Marching Band, the Boilermaker Special, and Extra Special entertain every year. But for the first time this year, they were joined by the Purdue Alumni Band.
The band performed for the Honorable Purdue.
Purdue Golden Girl Mary Beth Cox earned the nation's highest twirling award in 2009. She was named Miss Majorette of America at a July competition and also took the Wow Collegiate Award for her personality.
When people come up after they've had a bad day and say thanks for a good compliment, that makes my day.
Handing out free compliments on campus is a weekly highlight for 2 Purdue students. Brett Westcott, a sophomore in civil engineering, and Cameron Brown, a sophomore in business management, have thus earned the title the Compliment Guys. Their efforts have gained national media attention, and during the summer, Kodak sent them to cities up and down the East Coast to spread compliments.
The 2009 World Food Prize laureate.
For the second time in the last 3 years, a Purdue professor was awarded the World Food Prize, agriculture's version of the Nobel. Distinguished agronomy professor Gabisa Ajeta was honored for his research leading to increased production and availability of sorghum in his native Africa. Sorghum is a major food crop for more than 500 million people on the African continent.
May the indomitable spirit of Norm Borlaug continue to guide all of us to steadfastly work towards his eventual dream and goal of eradicating hunger from the face of the earth.
Here we are 40 years later, literally floating on the shoulders of giants who got us to this position today and inspired us.
While on the International Space Station, astronauts Mark Polanski and David Wolf, both Purdue alumni, celebrated the 40th anniversary of the first moon landing.
Go Boilers!
Purdue athletics excelled in 2009.
But it's Purdue's year at the Big Ten tournament.
Despite a young team, Coach Matt Painter led men's basketball to its first Big Ten tournament championship and a 27-10 record. Both men's and women's basketball coaches gave Indianapolis alumni a preview of their upcoming seasons in October.
So you're going to see the style change. We have to make adjustments. Patience, please. I have to have patience. My staff has to have patience. We are young.
Now you see where we have more balance. You see where Hummel and Moore, it's kind of averaging 14, 13, 12 between those guys. I think Keaton Grant will have a better year. But I think we're going to have balance. And with that balance and that depth, I think you're going to have a better team.
Senior Maria Hernandez became Purdue's first NCAA individual champion for golf in 2009. The team also captured the Big Ten title. Purdue diving rocked in 2009, capturing 2 NCAA titles, 2 U.S. crowns, 5 Big Ten championships, and 11 All-America certificates. The team was led by freshman David Budaya, who won a multitude of awards, including NCAA Diver of the Year. Danny Hope's first season as football coach showed promise, despite a 5-7 record. One of those wins was over 7th-ranked Ohio State.
It's been a record-breaking 2009 at your Purdue Alumni Association. Our student membership group, PACE, has become the largest student group on campus with over 2,400 members. That's a record. Our alumni clubs, 51 of them, have achieved gold status, our highest recognition, and they've generated over $225,000 in student scholarships. This is all due to your loyalty and your generosity and your leadership. I hope you've enjoyed this newsreel, and we look forward to a great 2010. I thank you, and hail Purdue.